Got one of them looking at me here. These two are buzzing. I came way too close to that timber. That's beautiful. Big male hognose right here. Ooh, that's sick. Oh, just saw me. Oh, okay, that might be a mother with cubs. I have to be careful here. Got one of them looking at me here. I'm just gonna stay where I am for now. But that looks like maybe an older cub to me. And the mother stuck her head out and ducked back into the woods. I heard the crashing and knew it was probably a bear, so started recording. But not a good situation considering one of the cubs went that way and the mother went that way. Okay. Not exactly sure what to do here. I know they're nearby. I need to go that way. I don't know if I make noise or just try to slip by. I might just walk by making some noise. I'm gonna record as I do it. Hey bear, bear, bear. Hey bear. I'm not that worried about the one to my left because it wasn't that big, even though it could still probably kick my freaking butt. But I'm just walking. I'm getting close to being safe. As you can tell, I am in the Appalachian Mountains, headed to a rattlesnake den. Maybe you couldn't tell that, but I just had to walk through some bears that were bisecting my path right here. But now it seems like I've gotten through the first obstacle, and now it's time to go look for some rattlesnakes. All right, we are just making our last push through the woods here. Oh. Arriving at the area where we're looking for snakes. Now, this is pretty good rattlesnake habitat right here. They like these open, hot, sunny areas where they can give birth to their young late in the summer. These kinds of rock outcrops are absolutely perfect for seeing timber rattlesnakes. Luckily, it's a pretty cloudy day, which means that snakes might spend a little bit longer out basking. So I do need to watch my step. But luckily, I think any snakes that are out right now are gonna make themselves pretty visible, meaning that they're gonna be trying to soak up sun. So I think that they're not gonna be tight in cracks like this, that they'll be sitting out in the open when I find the right spot. But it is a bit of a needle in a haystack. There's tons and tons of rock like this, and one or a couple rocks here are gonna be so special that it draws all the snakes in. All right, so I haven't seen any snakes in this area, but I am seeing a big timber shed right here. I don't know if this is from a male or gravid female, but I don't see it anywhere around this rock, but I'm gonna have to keep my eyes peeled. All right, I just looked to my right and spotted my first timber of the day. Nice black phase, and what's actually really cool is I see next to it on the ground there's a button, a timber button. So when that snake moves, as long as the surroundings look safe, I'm actually gonna go get that button. Watch my feet here. Oh, there, okay, so there's another one. Oop. All right, they're starting to buzz. Gotta watch where I am here. So these two are buzzing right now. It looks like they were just coming out for the day. What's kind of funny is I was looking at that one whose tail is to the left, and the one to the right I could not see until just now. That's a nice rattle on that one right there. Not too sizable, but hey, there's two timbers, so today is already success. Now I do want to go snag that rattle right there, get a better look at it. Just need to be very careful about where I step on the way over there, considering that I didn't see that other one until last minute. Oh, yeah, here's sheds right here. Alright, so this is a very rattlesnake dense area. You see, we have rattlesnake sheds right here, which are definitely timber sheds. And then, so long as I look safe, I'm gonna grab this. Oh, that is freaking cool. No way. So most of you might know this. I mean, if you're watching this, odds are you're interested in snakes and you already know this. But in case you don't, rattlesnake rattles are actually hollow, and it's made, the sound is produced by them clicking together really, really fast. I don't know, pretty interesting. All right, I see more sheds over there, so I'm gonna keep exploring around this area. All right, so we're gonna carefully explore the rest of this rock here. So the timbers went under there. I'm gonna peer over the other side here. I'd be kind of surprised. Oh, yep. Oh, that's a gorgeous one. Look at that one right there. I was just gonna say, I'd be kind of surprised those ones were the only ones. Beautiful one. Real nice yellow face. And you can see all around here, there are shed skins everywhere. Gosh, there's probably even more around me that I don't notice. So I'm gonna kind of proceed with caution here. This is really cool though. Got more shed skin here. See, rattlesnake skin always has this really coarse texture to it. There's a lot of other ways to tell that it's rattlesnake shed. I mostly know it, A, because of the appearance, and B, just because, you know, I know that there's rattlesnakes here. They spend a lot of time hanging out here. All right, well, we are off to a good start. What's funny is that that is not even the spot that I was headed to. So we found another gestation rock here, an area where pregnant rattlesnakes are trying to incubate their babies. And I actually found it just by stopping for a second. And I look to my right and I see that black face pattied out, which started moving by the time I could get my video camera out. So video camera's gonna be in hand for the rest of the hike here in case I need to whip it out for more snakes, which I think I will, given that we're seeing rattlesnakes already. Now, when you're looking for rattlesnakes, it's actually really, really important to walk A, slowly for your own safety, but B, very quietly, because rattlesnakes, believe it or not, are incredibly shy. You guys saw with the last ones that they were very quick to disappear, and I was being incredibly quiet when I was approaching, and they heard me coming, they felt the vibrations, I guess, and just slowly started slinking back without even rattling. And if I were to walk around too noisily here, A, they might just rattle and take off, but B, they might just quietly slip into these rock crevices without me ever knowing that they were here. I came way too close to that timber. I was just wondering why I wasn't seeing any, and that timber was right there and I didn't see it. Still right here in this crack. Keep moving. Whoa. Now that is a gravid timber. Okay, there's another right there. Look how fat that is in the back. That thing is ready to explode with babies. It's ridiculous. Okay. That one went in. We keep looking around. Alright, check this out. Gotta watch my fingers again. But here's a rattlesnake shed right here. You can see all the pattern on it. It's pretty cool. Here's the tail. And obviously no rattle on the shed. Alright, all the way over there I can see a real velvety black one. I'd love to get a good look at that, but gotta watch my step on the way there. Let's go check that one out. Look at that. That one is minty fresh out of shed. That thing is awesome. It's so black it's hard to even like get the camera to focus on its face. So dark. It's a healthy snake. I'm gonna stay back here and not spook this one. It's a gravid female. She's getting ready to drop those babies sometime in the next 2 weeks probably. This terrain here, super wild. So many caverns and stuff where stuff could be hiding. There's almost too many spots to look. I mean, not almost, there very much are too many spots to look. Just kind of hopping across boulders right now. Trying to get to different outcrops that are sunny. Where are they? All right, well, there's a little one right here. It looks quite alert. Just gonna leave that guy. Check this out. Now that's awesome. Black phase and a yellow phase together right there. And I might try to snap a picture of that if I can without spooking them. That's beautiful. So awesome seeing both color phases together like this. And beautiful examples of the species. Nice kind of patterned black phase. Somewhat typical looking, but a pretty beautiful snake. And a nice kind of brown or yellow phase. Super pretty. So the wind just blew pretty hard. And I just watched the black phase just coil up really tightly on top of the yellow phase. Dang, dude. All cuddled up now. Alright, up there, I just spotted a big, beautiful pile. And unfortunately, I just saw a tail disappearing into the rocks there. Crap. Alright, I'm gonna try to approach. Here these ones go. Looks like 2 or 3. Dang. That is awesome. Looks like they're finding their position under that rock. But this is promising. This is not an area that I was really setting out to go to. It's good to know another spot where these guys hang out here. Look how fat that snake is up until the tail. That is sweet. Kind of crazy, all those snakes just fit into this little crack right here. And none of them rattled. They all disappeared before I even ever knew that they were here. Alright, just spotted 2. Nice tail on that one. This one looks in shed. But what I actually saw first, funny enough, is that face poking out right there. The yellow face. It's a good looking spot right here. There's gotta be more. It's kind of crazy. There's nothing up here. Looks like such a good spot. But there's just so much suitable looking habitat in this area that I think they have every choice in the world where they want to hang out and warm up. Oh, just as I was saying that, look right here. Oh, it's gonna disappear. Oh, that's a beautiful timber. That's a bummer. That one just slipped away. That was a good looking one. Had a nice orangey stripe down the back. It's getting pretty windy out, which isn't usually the best for seeing snakes, but it's causing them to kind of huddle up in piles, which is cool. I was just talking about how good this habitat is right here, and looked down and just saw that nice yellow one stretched out. I don't think I got very good footage though. Alright folks, well, seems like it's getting a little bit too hot out for rattlesnakes to just be sitting out. The clouds disappeared, the wind is dying down, so I'm gonna pick stuff up later this week. We should have some good cloudy weather coming up. Alright guys, for the last portion of this video, I'm out hiking around, hoping to bump into a hognose snake or a green snake, and we've got some really nice cloudy conditions. I'm gonna flip some boards too while I'm at it. I've got some cover in this area, so yeah, see what we can find. Yeah, big adult. Probably a male. You see him right here? Yeah. He's gonna spook. There we go. All right, let's bring it. That's a male, really big tail. Whew. He's pretty chill. Oh yeah. Nice big male hognose. It's funny, we always get the males this time of year. It does kind of look like the one I got down the hill. I don't know how I would be able to tell, but this is like the typical color morph here. Just kind of like a bland grayish. He doesn't seem like he's like overly wanting to play dead. I don't think he's gonna play dead.
They're good looking animals.
All right, nice little, well, not so little, big male hognose right here. You can see he has a really long tail compared to those females that we see in the spring. He's starting to poop, which is usually a sign they're gonna play dead. So I'm gonna put him down for a second. But man, we were actually able to get a hognose hiking around today in this cloudy weather, which was totally the goal. So that's pretty cool. You can actually see right here, see how big and pronounced that tail is? It essentially starts here, whereas a female it would start like down here and it'd be fat until the tail. But he's been kind of a weird snake. He's pooped and stuff, but hasn't really hooded a whole lot and has not played dead. Kind of some bits of yellow coming through, but really kind of a dull snake, sort of typical of this spot. Any hognose snake in the middle of the summer is a welcome sight. All right, buddy, back to where we found you. Oh, that's sick. We got snake eggs, more snake eggs. Oh man, those are either ringneck or green snake eggs. I bet you they're green snake eggs. So this is pretty cool. These are what look like green snake eggs. I'm gonna show you, putting my finger next to them. I've watched green snake eggs hatch a couple times before, and these guys are pretty small. They could be ringneck snake eggs. Remember in this area last year, I had some eggs that I thought were green snakes, and in reality they were just ringneck snakes, so I was a little disappointed when I went to go check on them. Alright folks, unfortunately that's all the time I have for today, so we're going to wrap things up. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.